The Gilded Age just wrapped Season 3 and Julian Fellowes' juicy historical drama is more popular than ever with audiences. The Gilded Age has enjoyed climbing ratings week to week, culminating in the Gilded Age Season 3's finale netting a record 5 million viewers across multiple platforms. Audiences can't get enough of the Gilded Age. HBO has renewed the Gilded Age for Season 4, and the series is only just hitting its stride creatively. The Gilded Age has shed unpopular characters and awkward storylines that didn't connect with audiences. The Gilded Age Season 3 was more confident and lavish, centering on Bertha Russell's, Carrie Coon, unwavering quest to marry her daughter, Gladys, Tysa Farmiga, to the Duke of Buckingham, Ben Lamb. Thankfully, the Gilded Age shows no signs of slowing down, with Season 3's ending delivering crowd-pleasing moments like Agnes Van Rijn, Christine Baranski, giving her sister, Ada Forte, Cynthia Nixon, her just due as head of the family, and signs that the newly wealthy ex-footman Jack Trotter, Ben Ehlers, could find love with housemaid Bridget, Taylor Richardson. Here are 5 major reasons why the Gilded Age is more popular than ever. 5. The Gilded Age is a perfect escape from modern life. The Gilded Age. The Gilded Age whisks audiences back 150 years, into an America that's very different, yet recognizable, exhibiting the early building blocks of our 21st century society. Turn on the news, and we're inundated with divisive, frightening rhetoric. Open the newspaper in the Gilded Age, and one will learn the latest gossip from behind the closed doors of Bertha and George Russell's, Morgan Spector, 61st Street Palace. With its lavish ball gowns for women and dapper suits and tuxedos for men, the Gilded Age presents an elegance and sophistication that's lacking in our everyday lives. The Russells, Van Rijens, Buckinghams, and other families in the Gilded Age suffer heartbreak, joy, and even divorce in Season 3, but they also possess a surety of social order that is both comforting and alluring. Life seems simpler in the Gilded Age, although the myriad rules and hazards of late 19th century New York high society are deceptively complex, and often unforgiving. But if all gets to be too much, the Gilded Age's characters can always escape to their seaside Newport, Rhode Island mansions, and they take us along for the ride. 4. Broadway's finest actors make up the Gilded Age's cast. The Gilded Age cast looking shocked. Custom image by Simone Ashmore. Millions of HBO viewers may not have the opportunity to travel to New York City to enjoy a Broadway play, but the Gilded Age brings Broadway to audiences for the simple cost of an HBO Max subscription. The Gilded Age's cast is absolutely stacked with the theater's finest actors. From Christine Baranski, to Morgan Spector, to Donna Murphy, to Blake Ritson, to Denis Brown, it's a who's who of the Great White Way. The Gilded Age is a true ensemble cast, but HBO's historical drama greatly benefits from Carrie Coon, who is arguably the show's lead as Bertha Russell. Coon is white-hot from her role in The White Lotus Season 3 and her box office smash Ghostbusters movies, but the Gilded Age lets Carrie shine brightest as the indomitable Mrs. Russell. Each season of the Gilded Age continues to add even more firepower from stage and screen, and Season 3 outdid itself by bringing in Felicia Rashad and Jordan Donica as Mrs. Elizabeth Kirkland and her defiant son, Dr. William Kirkland. Merritt Wever as Bertha's sister Monica, Hattie Morahan as Lady Sarah Vere, and Nicole Bryden Bloom returning as Maud Beaton were also standouts in Season 3. 3. The Gilded Age has Julian Fellowes' Downton Abbey pedigree. The Van Rijden servants at lunch in the Gilded Age. Many viewers of the Gilded Age are also fans of Downton Abbey, Julian Fellowes' legendary ITV and masterpiece PBS TV series, which has spawned 3 feature films. Other than hoping for a yet unrealized Downton Abbey crossover with the Gilded Age, Downton fans have enjoyed how Fellowes has applied his same winning formula to the Gilded Age while properly tailoring HBO's series to its American setting and time period. The Gilded Age replicates Downton Abbey's upstairs-downstairs paradigm of servants and their well-to-do employers, while doubling the intrigue between 2 households, the Russells and the Van Rijden Fortebrook home across East 61st Street. From the competing butlers, Church, Jack Gilpin, and Bannister, Simon Jones, to gossiping housemaids, to treacherous ladies' maids, the Gilded Age speaks in Julian Fellowes' familiar voice, just like Downton Abbey. 2. The Gilded Age has pleasingly low stakes, but they're getting higher. The Gilded Age George nearly dying with Bertha. The Gilded Age's low stakes is one of the show's most endearing aspects. From the will they or won't they marry dilemma between Larry Russell, Harry Richardson, and Marion Brooke, Louisa Jacobson, to Aurora Faines, Kelly O'Hara, painful divorce, to who was leaking Bertha Russell's gossip to the press, the Gilded Age makes soap opera clichés dramatically addictive. Each season of the Gilded Age has culminated in a lavish ball or a resplendent opera war in the Gilded Age Season 2, and Bertha Russell has emerged triumphant every time. However, The Gilded Age Season 3 has also upped the ante, adding life-or-death stakes that have galvanized the series. The Gilded Age Season 3 saw the shocking death of John Adams, Claiborne Elder, which was followed by an assassination attempt on George Russell. Mr. Russell then shockingly left his wife, Bertha, over his resentment from the central event of The Gilded Age Season 3, Gladys' wedding to the Duke of Buckingham. The Gilded Age Season 4 may no longer be playing for keeps. 1. The Gilded Age is unabashedly romantic. Kirkland proposes to Peggy the Gilded Age. When the Gilded Age wants to, and thankfully, it often does, the series can send audiences hearts soaring with romance. Characters like Marion Brooke, Peggy Scott, and Gladys Russell suffer when their high hopes are dashed by cruel reality, but the Gilded Age will offer salvation and proves that love can still conquer all. Gladys' marriage to Hector, Duke of Buckingham, seemed to be fraught with peril, but with her mother's help, Gladys prevailed and, against all odds, forged a happy marriage with her doting Duke. The Buckinghams are now pregnant at the end of The Gilded Age Season 3, making Gladys the series' first major character to be with child.